Hi, I'm going to show you how to let down a mainspring. This is a typical American time strike clock with mainsprings. You can see over here, let me see if I can get a better view. A little light on the subject. Okay. Here is the arbor to wind it, and here is the click that prevents the ratchet from going around. So when you wind the clock, it goes click, 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 and this ratchet and this click catches on the ratchet. What we have to do to unwind it is to lift this ratchet up and then slowly let the spring unwind. To do that, we need to maintain control of the spring. So we put our key in there. And then we have to have control over the letting the spring down. I have my very own mainspring letdown device. And all it is a dowel. It's a wooden dowel, about 6.5 inches long. It has a slit in it for the key to go in, and a hole down the center so that the key, the barrel of the key can fit in there. This hole goes down about about a couple of inches, maybe 4 inches or so. Or, well, I don't know, however long the key is, because the key fits in here like this. Here's the key. It's crazy. It's hard to record and do this with one hand and the other. Okay, so this is how the key fits in here. There's enough space for the wing of the key to fit in the slit, and the base of the key goes into the hole portion. Now it does go deeper because of the end of the key. There has to be a accommodation for the double end of the key to fit in. So you even another 2 inches in here would be fine. So that's it for that tool. My father made me this tool. It's a nice tool. He made it for me. He gave it to me 31 years ago, and I've been using it ever since. One size fits all. Never had a key that didn't fit in here yet. Not yet anyway. When you have a mainspring, you have to decide what you're going to do with it. How do you want to let it down? Do you want to let it down completely and expand the entire mainspring, or do you want to put a clamp on it? And for those who don't have a mainspring winder, you can wind up a mainspring. You could unwind the entire mainspring and then put the mechanism back together, but it is difficult. So if you're not going to completely let the spring down, you put a clamp on it, and this is a clamp. I happen to like the flat ones. They were all different kinds. This is a flat one, and I tend to like these. They fit in here. They don't interfere too much. But you'll also have to notice that there is inside of here, inside the movement, there is a little bar. I wish I could do this and show you. I need another hand. Oops. Okay, let's see. There's a little bar, right? You can see the gear and the arbor roll right below there, right by the mainspring, by the clamp. There's a little bar there, right there. And it would be good to get the mainspring to fit there. This way, as it unwinds, it doesn't interfere with the next gear. That's a stop, so that the mainspring doesn't go hitting that next gear. Okay, now I just need somebody to help me video me while I give a demonstration on how to let this down. So that will be our next video. See ya. Wind up sitting here. Come here, look at that. Oops.
You're on.
Okay. I'm never letting down the mainspring. I'm a lap worker. I like to have control of this between my legs.
Tony, you can't put this one on.
Okay. So, you have to get, like, zoom in right over here, please.
I'm zooming in.
Okay. So what we want to do is get some kind of something to lift the click off. Can you see that, Pete? You want to remove the click from the ratchet.
Hold on.
So I moved it away, and now I'm going to maintain control with my dowel and let the mainspring down. A little bit down. Now I'm going to check on my clamp. It's still loose. So I'm going to let down some more. And keep going
I have to do this again.
until it's done. Then you do the same thing for the other side. The other side, you start the wind to loosen it up, and then we just let it down. Remove the click from there, and then we let it down. No more spring, no more tension on the spring. One of them is completely unwound, the other one is contained in a clamp. And that is how you let down a mainspring. Thank you, Pete.
I don't think you're gonna like that. Yeah, shut off the track and see what you're doing. I think you gotta edit it a little more.